Hey you, it's your girl, the comic book bombshell, right here, and welcome back to my channel. On today's episode, I have some special planned for all of you. I'm doing my very first artist showcase, and I plan on doing this once a month. So, if you have a favorite artist you want me to check out, drop their name in the comments below. Today, I will be showcasing the art of Andy Carreon, who I was lucky enough to meet in one of the last baby cons to San Diego Comic Fest, where I picked up some comic art of Darth Vader and Darth Maul, which I have hanging in my gym, which looks great with all my other Star Wars collection. It's sipped out, just saying. First up, Boba Fett. Now I know all of my Star Wars fans will know exactly who he is. However, for those of you who don't, I'm going to give a little breakdown. Boba Fett was the guy that Darth Vader hired to track down some rebel scum. It turns out that scum, Han Solo. And Boba gets his man after Han Solo was encased in carbonite. Fun fact, Han was a test subject to make sure the process wouldn't kill crybaby Luke Skywalker. And then Han is delivered to Jabba the Hutt, where you could say he had his own artist showcase. Not a whole lot is known about Boba, other than the fact that we found out in the Attack of the Clones that Boba Fett is actually an exact clone of his father, Jango Fett, who's also a bounty hunter. Oh, and I also heard there's a new bounty hunter comic series that has recently started. Unfortunately, I have yet to read it, as I have a long list of stuff I need to read. But outside of all that, and all the legend stories, which were declared non-canon, little is known about him and his bounty hunter escapades, and I bet they were something. I also picked up this beauty right here, the Unstoppable Colossus. Not to be confused with Classic Colossus, which at a later time I will give a video about him. I'll probably some other X-Men thrown in too. Well, anyway, Marvel had this big crossover event called Fear Itself, where Sin, the daughter of Red Skull, which is crazy to think he even had a daughter, but what's crazier, Sin released the brother of Odin, who had been imprisoned in the bottom of the sea. And this same brother was known as a long dormant god of fear, also known as the Serpent. Now this serpent released 7 mystical hammers down to earth, which changed the Juggernaut into Kurth, the breaker of stone. Whoa! This hammer granted him Thor-like power, making him one of the heralds of the serpent. Now, you may be wondering what all of this has to do with Colossus. Hold your horses. I'm getting there. Anyway, after receiving his new powers, Juggernaut starts making his way towards the X-Men's base in San Francisco. Kurth, casually making his way across the Golden Gate Bridge, he's being bombarded by all these attacks from the X-Men, and he's totally unfazed. What are we going to do? And this is where it gets even crazier. Colossus, Magic, which is his little sister, and Kitty Pryde travel all the way to the Crimson Cosmos, to the realm of Sidorak, who is the being that granted Juggernaut all his powers. Well, the 3 of them convince Sidorak that Juggernaut has betrayed him by taking up allegiance with the Serpent, and that they needed a new avatar worthy to take on the mantle of Juggernaut. What happens next? Now originally, Magic was supposed to take on the role, but Colossus, being the big brother he is, said no, because she had been through enough already. He decided to take on the role of Unstoppable Juggernaut from Sidorak. So after gaining his new powers and becoming the Unstoppable Colossus, he was able to push back and was on the verge of defeating him when boom, he was summoned away by the Serpent. So now we'll never know who would have won, the Unstoppable Colossus or Kurth. Point to ponder.
Everyone can relax. Gambit has
Who's this
returned.
handsome devil? Why, it's Gambit. Remy LeBeau. He's got some cool mutant powers. You get the ability to mentally create and control and manipulate kinetic energy to his desire. He also can charge playing cards and other objects with this same energy and use them as explosive projectiles. He's proficient in hand-to-hand combat, and he can use a bow staff. He was raised in New Orleans by the LeBeau clan. By the way, I was fortunate enough to live in New Orleans, my favorite town ever. Love to all my friends. Back to Gambit, who was an adopted member of the Thieves Guild. He was prophesied to reunite these two warring clans, the Thieves and the Assassins Guild. And you know how he tried to do it? By marrying Belladonna Boudreaux, who was a member of the Assassins Guild. However, shortly after the wedding, he was challenged to a duel by Belladonna's brother, Julian. And then Gambit killed him. So he was exiled, leading him to travel the world, honing his thieving skills. He was also a member of the Marauders and the Horsemen of Death for Apocalypse. Part of the X-Men, which had some crazy fights with Wolverine, and especially you saw the cartoon, hilarious. But let's not forget about his on-again, off-again relationship with fellow X-Men and big, huge bombshell, Rogue. Oh, I almost forget. Gambit had a huge feud with Bishop because Bishop thought that Gambit was a traitor who betrayed and murdered the X-Men. I'm sorry, what? So Bishop kept a watchful eye on him and made his early years with the X-Men very tumultuous. Side note, Bishop is from the future, and that's where all that craziness happened. And I guess he just didn't trust that Cajun and blamed everything on him. Until sometime later, it was revealed that in fact it was not Gambit, which of course I never would have believed, who betrayed the team. Who was the betrayer? Well, that's a story for another day. Next up is Wolverine, who's a fan favorite. He was born as James Howlett, also known as Logan. He's Canadian. Some of his traits are he has a powerful healing factor, advanced strength, and speed, and those crazy retractable claws, which are 3 feet long. And little unknown fact, he was actually born with retractable bone claws, and he didn't even find that out until his adamantium was ripped out of his body by Magneto in X-Men issue 25. Now, speaking of that adamantium that was placed inside him when he had these brutal experiments and all this brainwashing done on him by Weapon X, which is the same program that was later changed to Weapon Plus that created Captain America. During his time with Weapon X is when he has his famous adamantium bonded to his skeleton. He's also highly skilled in the field of espionage and covert operations, and in case you didn't know, during extreme combat situations, he lapses into a berserker rage, which increases his resistance to psionic attacks and makes it a lot harder for him to discern between friend or foe. So basically, when Wolverine's berserking, just stay out of his way. So, as a reminder, most of the art you've been seeing during this video is from Andy Carreon, that I was lucky enough to meet in March at the San Diego Comic Fest, right before everything got shut down. I picked up a bunch of other cool swag too while I was there. Actually, I had this really cool little Grievous print that somehow I lost. I'm not sure. It was neat. Anyway, out of all the artists, I was immediately drawn to Andy's booth. He had tons of cool comic art posters and original art, and he was super, super nice. And I loved his style. Andy's got like the best autograph ever. I want to buy a bunch of things from him, and I've ordered many more since. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be at the Phoenix Fan Fusion, which was moved from May to September. So if in the area, I encourage you to go. Maybe you'll see a girl there too. But if you can't make it, or you just want to peruse his stuff, check out his website at andycarreon.com, and he's also on Instagram. And with that, I'll bid you farewell. I would like to thank all of you for tuning into my channel for today's episode. I have a lot of things planned with an unbelievable amount of content that I want to share with all of you. This was your comic book bombshell. Until next time, see you later. And if you like what you just watched and you want more, please hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. Don't forget to spread the word and smash that like button.